I never really figured out when was the time that I was supposed to, like, my mind was supposed to switch to, like, adult mode, because I still feel like the same kid that I was. Like, what the fuck? I just gotta pay for shit now.
Bro, I feel like mine is like, you know how on new 4-wheel drive trucks, you don't have to, like, turn the cabs in the front to make it 4-wheel drive all the time. It's just a button. It's like, that's what cosplaying adult is. Just push the button and you pretend you're in 4-wheel. But most of the time, you're just 17 still. 17 still. Hey everyone, welcome to Hayes Reactions. Got myself, Rick, Karina, and Robert, and we are back on our journey through Fleetwood Mac. And Robert, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this is a resounding success so far, especially these last two.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna be 100% honest. After the first three songs we did, it was Landslide, The Chain, and Edge of 17.
Yeah. I
told Rick, I was like, I don't know if he actually likes Fleetwood Mac or if he just, I was like, I don't know. We'll see how the journey goes. After today, I feel like you're really going to enjoy this journey because what you've heard today is more like the majority of the style of, Fleetwood Mac, and especially us focusing heavily on the Rumours album. So I'm pretty excited we decided to continue, and I'm excited to like dive deeper into more of their hits.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're on the Stevie versus Lindsey journey right now during Rumours. When the next ones, we're probably going to dive into Stevie becoming the witchy woman we know her as, and the time when people assumed it happened and when it actually happened. But today, let's get through this episode, because to me, this is one of my personal favorite songs by Fleetwood. I feel like it is one of the most emotional, soul touching, and crushing songs I've ever heard by an artist. And I'm excited to show it to you. It's super petty. It's super petty.
So
and this is her response back right after Lindsey did Go Your Own Way.
Technically, from what I understand, is that this song was actually written like during the breakup, like while they were actively like breaking up. She like wrote this, and then Lindsey wrote Go Your Own Way, and then Stevie wrote Dreams in response to that. So we kind of did them out of order a little bit, but even that isn't like confirmed by the band. It's just assumption based off of like light timelines that they've given when they were talking about when they were writing the songs and whatever, and obviously fan theory and assumption.
But nobody really knows.
Nobody actually knows which order they were written in, but that is like the biggest like theory is that this was actually first, then Go Your Own Way, and then Dreams. With
that being said, what is confirmed as fact, what I'm going to tell you right now, is one, this was Stevie's favorite song that she wrote for the Rumours album.
Yeah.
She loves this song.
Yeah, it is very special to her.
So what happened was, like I said in our previous episode, in 1977, obviously, majority of records were printed in two ways. You got the full album on a 12-inch vinyl, like we have behind us, right? Mm-hmm. Only could hold at the time 40 to 50 minutes of music before you start really losing audio quality. The other way it was distributed was to radio stations, which were 7-inch vinyls, which are singles, and on side A would be the official single that the record company wanted the radio stations to play.
Right.
The B side was whatever the artist or the record company decided to put on there.
Right. Just like an extra.
So the name of the song is Silver Springs. It's Stevie's favorite song. It doesn't make the original album. It gets cut.
Yeah.
And Stevie fights for this for this. And they cut it and replace it with a different song. I believe it's called, I Don't Want to Know.
Yeah. Which is another Lindsey song. Yeah.
Question to that. Do we know if, when we say when it was cut, do we know if this is something like the record label cut, or they decided as a group collective that
production and group decided to cut this.
They had too many songs that the record was too long, so they had to kind of like
they had to make decisions.
So she got kind of outvoted pretty much on her song getting pushed off the record. So it never made it to the Rumours album.
With that being said, it did make it to side B of the 7-inch vinyl, the single. The official single from Rumours is Go Your Own Way, Lindsey's song. The B-side was Silver Springs.
Yeah.
So it got out there, but it never really got out there.
It wasn't like officially on the album. Exactly, yeah.
Now, in 1997, they do this show and they do a live performance. Now, some people do know about this song and really love it, but this performance is what really brought this song to light. And when they eventually released the remastered album, this was included on the super deluxe version of it.
So it wasn't actually on an album until 2004.
Yeah.
And the song was written in 77. So
probably 76, honestly.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it was destined.
Yeah,
it was written for the 1977 album.
Semantics, yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't actually sit on a physical album, listed on an album until 2004 when this album was remastered.
That's so crazy. I wonder if this has ever happened anywhere. Like, it's all these anomalies, like one-offs to things like happening. Like, once again, what are the odds that you like put this song doesn't even make it on an album?
Yeah.
But because of that small thing of it being on the B-side, people know this song.
Yeah.
And then you play this song live 30 years later, and they're like, we got to put this on an album. Like, that's crazy.
And even the performance being in 1997, like, this song gained a lot of like popularity from this live performance that you're going to see. Because again, some people had heard it on the radio, but a lot of people hadn't heard this song until they performed it live at this show we're going to show you. And then from 1977 to when it got put on the remastered in 2004, you know, that's like 6-7 years that like fans were begging for this because the song wasn't available anywhere. It wasn't on an album. It wasn't on stream. Like, there was no streaming. So they literally could not hear the song until, you know, it was.
That's crazy. Yeah, I just hope that Stevie is as petty as I am, because 30 years later, I'd be like, I told you motherfuckers, I told y'all this was a hit. I know when I wrote it, I can feel it. And y'all denied it. See, you fucked up. You know, in your face.
Exactly. And the crazy part is, with all of that being said, this is a quote unquote deep cut that has 500 million streams on Spotify alone.
Yeah.
Told you, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Look at this,
like
bro.
a 500 million streams on a super deep cut that wasn't even available till 20 years ago.
Well, and now I almost have to know. Give me just a second. I want to know how many plays, how many streams are on the song that replaced it on the album.
Oh, it doesn't even show you. It's not top 10.
Oh, so it won't show you?
Non-Spotify.
Wow, so that says a lot, though, just that alone.
Yeah.
I told you, motherfuckers.
This is one of their top 10 most streamed songs.
Really?
Yeah, and it didn't even make it's a deep cut.
Yeah.
So, and you're going to hear it right away. If you do want to bring up the lyrics, I don't think you're going to need them, but if you want to have them at hand just in case.
Just in case, yeah.
I won't say no to that.
Silver Springs,
yeah. And now the title of the song is a name of an old town, and Stevie thought it's, you know, it characterized the idea of undying, like, loves. Not love as far as like passionately in love and undying, but like a love that is no longer available, but is still felt.
Right. It's still there. Like that lingering love.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So do you have any other context you want to put in here?
No, actually, I think we covered all the important parts.
All right. Now, once again, first time that this song has ever been performed live that we're aware of is right here in 1997. And this is the first time they performed in 10 years. They've done a full show. And
just a quick reminder that Lindsey's wife is sitting in the audience. This is going to be the one where it's like, just
pay attention to the Stevie and Lindsey's dynamic is what I'll say.
Yeah.
Blue green
right, so I'm going to pause it right there. That's pretty much the end of the first hook. I want to get your kind of first impressions of this. I know it's a lot slower than some of the other songs we've been listening to today.
Yeah, but no, I think that's why I like it. And once again, kind of the conversation that we had, I believe, on the last episode, I really am enjoying this from Fleetwood, that it's so many different sounds from them because there is different perspectives. Because the last one that we listened to was Go Your Own Way, which, of course, Lindsey led. That's his name, Lindsey, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Led most of that. And of course, the guitar. And that sounded more like a rock song. And then you get to something like this, which definitely sounds much different than that. But I do love it. I love that I feel like I can feel her passion and pain in this, even all these years later. It kind of seems like you can tell like she wrote this. And the just the band itself, just that feel. I'm sorry, what was the other lady's name?
Christine on the keyboard.
Yes, on the keyboard is that intro of her, just like that whole thing. I really do just love the vibe from the band itself. I just think, them as a whole is really what makes it. Kind of like how you were saying, the NFL teams, just their team as a whole kind of really makes this vibe. So I am actually really enjoying this. I love the subtleness to it, or the softness that it gives. But listening to the lyrics and also listening to the lyrics, you can understand what she's saying. You can get that feel of it. And you can, I think the difference with this is a lot of the songs that we listen to nowadays are sometimes written by someone else, or written for someone else, or written like the Taylor songs we listen to. I know that she has songs that she's written about shows and things like that. But this feels so like life. Like it feels like you
personal.
Can tell that it's exactly like you can feel that this is personal to her. And even to the band, you can feel that at that time, like just everything coming together. I think that it is really dope. Quick question. Was this like a concert, or was this like a show so this was actual concert?
It was called The Dance.
Yeah, and it was filmed I think it was in Burbank?
Yeah, Burbank.
In 1997, yeah. So, and one thing I do want to call out is Stevie's lyricism. Once again, her storytelling, just this beginning part. You could be my silver spring, blue-green colors flashing. I would be your only dream. Your shining autumn ocean crashing. And like that just
poetic, bro.
Oh my God. And it sets that scene, and it's like, oh my God, that is beautiful. And that's what I want.
Well, and I love that you said, no, you're good. I love that you said that because I agree. Like that opening, those 4 opening lines definitely set the scene for like what it looks like, right? What is happening. And then the next part is what gets me, where she says, and don't say that she was pretty. Mm-hmm. And did you say that she loves you? Baby, I don't want to know. Like that thing, right? When you find out that someone that you love is with someone else, or likes someone else, or has been with someone else, and it's like, please, I don't want to know. Don't fucking tell me anything, because I want to imagine that she is the ugliest fucking troll living under a bridge, like the worst person ever. Like, don't tell me how happy you are, how pretty she is, or how handsome he is, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's the emotion, right? So you get the setting of the scene, and then you get the emotion, and it just builds this beautiful story and tells you just where she is. And in this performance, just the power in her voice when she comes in with that opening line, you could be my silver spring. And she doesn't come in soft. Like, she comes in just full power in her voice, and it just carries so much weight. And I just, it sets, like, I know this because I know what's coming up. I know what's going to happen, but it sets the perfect, like, how do I want to say this? Like tone and like height of like where she wants you to be, right? Like, she doesn't want you starting low. Like, she's going to start you up here because she's going to take you way up here in a little bit, and so I love the way she sets not just the scene in the song, but like sets it for the audience. And you can tell how much this means to her by how powerful she comes in with this. It is a little bit different than the studio. Like, some of these notes she carries and elongates a little bit more than what it is in the studio version. And again, like, if this truly is her first time being able to perform this song that she wrote, that she loved, that she fought for, and she lost that fight, and then now 20 years later, she's getting to perform it live. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I love this song. There's so many cool things about this specific performance of this concert.
Quick question on that also. Do we know how it ended up getting in the show? Was it like people knew about it because of the B-side, so people were kind of asking about it, or did they just decided to include it and then it became a hit? Or like,
I honestly don't know.
I'm not sure. I just always kind of assumed it was just part of the set list.
Because they didn't just do Rumours. They did a whole bunch of different songs at this point.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's a concert. So you have the chance to pretty much do everything in your catalog or whatever you wanted. So things people didn't get to see.
Right.
4 or 5 albums at this point when they're recording this concert that they can pull from.
Yeah.
Rumours still being the most popular, but their self-titled was big. Tusk was big.
Yeah.
I forget what the other album was, but
I forget the name.
But so they had a lot of songs. This was one that they happened to pull, and maybe Stevie pushed it because she loved it so much.
He was like, yeah, hey, I'll come back and do this concert, but you guys have to let me perform Silver Springs, please. Like, I've never gotten to do it. Please let me do it.
And I don't want to say she never performed it live, but this is the first time it's performed and like where it's going to be like pushed to the world where it's recorded for a video.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, all right, I brought us back a little bit. Let's go ahead and go through. I'll get us through part of the big crescendo, and then maybe we'll just finish it out.
Cool. Again, his wife is in the fucking audience.
And she makes it seem so effortless.
Yeah.
Like she's just so nonchalant about that note.
Yeah.
I'll begin not to love you.
Fuck.
Turn around, see me running. I say I loved you years ago. You never loved me, no. And did you say she was pretty? And did you say she loves you? Baby, I don't wanna know. Oh no. And can you tell me, was it worth it? Really, I don't wanna know.
The way he looked at her just now.
Here, dude. All right. Just pay attention from here on out.
Yeah,
like you can feel the emotion in her pull into this, but just watch how it goes.
Cast a spell on you, but you won't forget me. I know I could have loved you, but you would not let me.
I love how they're all three doing vocals right there.
That's great.
Beautiful guitar
That's
work.
really beautiful. This guy is really talented.
Supremely, yeah.
So good.
Now this is in the studio version.
Yes.
This is in the studio version?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna pause it right
Yeah, I
there
was gonna say.
because I want you to feel, because it feels very much a story arc already. We got brought in kind of high, brought up, and now it's kind of calming down with
Bringing
that
us down a
guitar,
little.
that really simple. This is about to hit hard again, but I want to get your impressions now that you've heard the full intro, the verse, and the chorus, because the real chorus is "Time casts a spell on you," but you
Is that
won't
what the
forget
chorus
me.
is? Got it. I for a minute thought that the chorus was "Don't say that she's pretty," because I know she said that a couple of times. Got it. Honestly, musically, this is amazing. This is really just a really amazing song. I enjoy everything about it. I feel like she wrote that song the day before she's singing. It's like I can feel the passion in it. Like I can literally feel like and I don't know if she feels the same way, which kind of also leads me to another thing about this whole thing that's kind of tripping me out is that, of course, that means when she wrote this in 1977 or 76, whenever, but when they did this, for this song to become a song, she had to present it to them. They had to rehearse this. They had to go over it. We had to go over, band the instruments and how we're going to play certain parts. And to get it to this point to where it's at now, there was a lot of work put in behind it. So it's like they've known about this song for this whole time. And then, of course, the lyrics and everything that she's saying. So to think about how it felt at that time when they were all in the studio together, and just as you said, they're kind of going back and forth like, here, you got to sing this song. Here, you got to, and imagine how it felt then. But then to 20 years later, come back to this, and now you're on stage with this person. And a lot of this song, something I've seen in this song, is talking about time. And it's like now we're 20 years later down the line, and she's singing this to you still, and it's still that thing of like, you wouldn't let me love you, like it's just, the whole thing is crazy. It is very, very well written though, but I do once again love the instruments on this. It kind of gives me a little bit of like a blues feeling to it, which I'm loving. And once again with Fleetwood, I love the personality and uniqueness of everybody. I love everybody's contribution to it. The keyboards, that she's doing really good on the keyboards, and then giving him this chance for Lindsey to once again be able to show his guitar skills. It just makes the song as a whole just such an amazing song. I would definitely say I can put this. It wouldn't go on like my general playlist or a gym playlist, but I can definitely see myself like drinking a glass of whiskey, sitting down on the couch and like just vibing out to this, because this is definitely a vibe. This would definitely go into a vibe playlist because it does definitely have that feel to it.
100%. And like, to me, the writing on this draws me more than any other song. It's really just these two lines, which is the chorus: time casts a spell on you, but you won't forget me. I know I could have loved you, but you would not let me. And the fact that she wrote this song and she had an idea of the arrangement that she wanted for the guitar. And she went to Lindsey, who this song's about, and said, this is what I want you to sing in the chorus. And this is what I want you to play. And he's got to sit there and swallow his pride and try to find it.
And vice versa, right? Because when he wrote Go Your Own Way, she had to do the same. And even that line that she fucking hates, and that's the one he made her sing. Like, so, and it also, again, just says so much about how much these people truly care about the art and the band, because you do have to swallow your pride and your ego to do some shit like that. And to sing that line, even though you hate it and it's not true in your eyes or your opinion or your experience, whatever. And you still got to sing it with your whole chest like you mean it, and it speaks to how much this work really means to all of these people,
For sure. Especially because with these couple of songs, it kind of seems like, and not like literal, but it kind of seems like the blame game, because even in his last song, Go Your Own Way, he had a part where he was saying like, I was trying to love you, but you not letting me do it. Like, I'm trying to give you the world, but you won't let me give you the world. Then her response is like, listen, I'm trying to love you, but you won't let me. Like, so I think it's great that they are. I mean, I know it wasn't great for them, but for us musically and for what it's doing, they are kind of having like that banter with each other, and you can definitely see it. And even still on stage, once again, 20 years later, I just feel like if I was him and she's singing these words to me, and my wife is here, and I'm thinking about, her saying, don't say that she's pretty and time, but you're never going to forget me. And I'm sitting here staring at you, and like, that's got to be a lot of emotion going on. But shout out to them as artists for at that time being able to put it to the side when they made this and had to rehearse this a million times to get it to this perfection. And then even at this part, still being able to put that to the side and put on such a great performance is, that's sheesh.
100%.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's. I backed us up a little bit. We'll take it from here to close out.
Yeah, I'm really excited for him to hear this whole closing.
I might bring back to the beginning.
This whole closing lyrics, because like I know you said like that portion is your favorite in the lyrics. The time casts a spell on you. That part. Mm-hmm. Mine is the part that's about to come up.
Oh, I know. I just didn't want to ruin it. It's mine too, but it's just it's such a build up.
That's so good.
I love that line.
I know I could have loved you, but you would not let me. I'll follow you down till the sound of my voice will haunt you. You'll never get away from the sound.
Just staring him down.
Just staring him down.
I'll follow you down till the sound of my voice.
With his wife in the audience?
Yeah.
Not even looking at the audience.
Just a fool, you'll never get away from the sound of the woman that loves you.
Oh my God. I couldn't even imagine, bro.
Follow you down till the sound of my voice.
Tell him, girl.
Closer, and they're like,
Yes.
Give me just a chance. You'll never get away from the sound of my voice. Never get away.
Yeah.
You could be my silver spring, my blue-green colors flashing.
fucking mic drop. Boom.
Fuck,
Yo,
bro.
can your new wife sing like that?
Dude, just yeah.
Yo, Dang, wow, that's the whole thing. Her getting it at the end though, like I really felt the passion and like her heart and
Yes.
her feelings in that, and I definitely felt like she was singing that to that man. Obviously, like she was staring that guy in the face and like singing it so hard. I think it's also great that they are musicians and they are in this band together, and she's saying the sound of the woman who loves you will haunt you forever. Like, and now she's singing it to you in your face. And this is a song that's obviously at this point going to be around forever. It's just a lot that's going on with that, but that ending is crazy. That live performance of them going, it literally, you can feel the passion and the tension in there. And
Yeah.
I hope him and his wife are doing well, but
I think they're actually divorced, but not because of this.
Okay. All right. Okay, good. Well, I mean, not good, but either way, I was saying that to say though, it's either way. We obviously, life is life, and we all grow up, and you go through these relationships where you probably think they're gonna last forever, and there's so much that happens in these relationships. And just imagine they fucking formed a group together and did music together, which is completely, the next level of stuff. So there, of course, there's still gonna be love there. There's still gonna be passion there. There's so many memories, so I know that there's a lot going on there. And then 20 years later to be on stage and to be singing this to each other and have to sing these lyrics and really take in these lyrics and what she's saying and what they mean. It's crazy, but I think it definitely lent a huge hand to the show. Like it made that show feel alive. Like that was really amazing. Just musically across the board, it's amazing.
it almost felt like it was 20 years of that emotion that she never got to express. That she finally got to let it out and say, no, you're going to fucking hear this finally.
Like, the look on her face when she is, like you said, especially once they started getting closer to each other. And one, like, props to him. Now, there are like fan rumors, fan theories out there that this was planned and set up, that this wasn't authentically happening on the stage, that they planned this. I don't believe that. I feel like the emotion, the power, the everything that you feel from this just makes me feel like she was feeling some things. She kept looking at him out of the corner of her eye, and she turned her head a little bit, and then finally she was like, nah, this is
and he
for
made that
you.
contact
and
with
he
her.
took it. He sat there and took it. Like, he didn't look away. He made eye contact and he took it like, all right, tell me how you feel. All right, let's get through this. Let's get past it, you know? And I think it just speaks again to just how much love was there. And one thing that I did not know until I was actually researching this song earlier is that Lindsey and Stevie were actually, before they separated, before they broke up, they'd been together for like 8 or 9 years.
Yeah,
it was a very long-term relationship. And so, you know, like, I'm sitting here next to my husband that I've been with for 10 years, you know, so not that much longer than what they like made it to. And I'm sitting here thinking like how I would still feel about like how my anger or whatever emotion, you know, if we were to separate, how that would be in 20 years. And it's like, I feel you, dude. Like I feel why you could still feel so like feel such a way about how the relationship ended, you know, whatever. And all of that emotion and power still comes out. I don't think it was fake. I think it was very genuine and it was authentically happening on the stage. And, you know, if that makes me a clown for believing that, then that's fine, whatever. But it just feels genuine, you know?
At this point in Stevie's career, what does she have
to gain from
improve? Yeah. And then secondly, like, you can't fake this passion and this type of push. Like, you see her facial expressions there singing. And he gives her a look.
Yeah, he for sure.
It starts here. Oh, my voice.
Yeah, that's passion.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, that's passion. That's raw.
And I think that this is, just as you guys said, she never got to perform before. Yeah, she's feeling that shit.
That is real.
She meant those nevers. It's like she meant those fucking nevers, bro.
Like, in that part right there is a hard note to hit, and she doesn't put the passion in like that last line.
No, she intended for Lindsey to feel those words when she said, I will follow you down till the sound of my voice will haunt you.
Never, yeah. Those nevers, yeah. She for sure meant those nevers. She was telling him even as of now. And I will say, to put my 2 cents in, if we were to find out that was planned, that they staged this or whatever, first of all, a shout out to them, because that was beautifully staged. Then, if that's the case,
give them the Emmy now.
Exactly, like just go ahead and get, because that was like beautifully. They should have definitely done a movie or something. Because I would be very, very surprised to find out that it was staged, because once again, the passion in it, and I think that this. Honestly, I think it's for on both parts. A few things. I think, just as you guys were saying, she's never gotten a chance to perform this, as far as we know, live, or they've never gotten a chance to perform this together as a band. Yeah. So it's much different even when you're in the studio and you're kind of like, you know, rehearsing or even recording. Mm-hmm. But if you're on stage and I'm getting this chance to finally look you in your eyes and sing this to you with this passion, this is probably her first chance to do that. So she's really, you know, given the feel of this song for that. I also, though, think for him that this is a thing because I do agree. I seen him give her a couple of looks a few times, but I think that he felt that buildup of her starting to release this passion. And I think, once again, for him, this is 20 years later. When she first wrote this song, where they first rehearsed it and recorded it, I'm sure going through what they were going through, it was like, yeah, fuck you. It was your fault, whatever, yada, 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 yada. Fuck this shit, fuck your song, this bullshit, whatever. 20 years later, though, now you're looking at it from the point of view of like, damn, you grow a little bit, you kind of understand, you look back and reflect on things that you could have done different. And now this woman is right here in front of you singing this with so much passion. I think that he was kind of taking that in also in this moment because he gave that.
Oh.
Just real quick, and when I say he was giving her looks, I don't think he was giving her a look like, what the fuck are you doing? I think he was giving her a look like, giving her permission, like, come on then.
Bring it.
Yeah. Bring it. You know, let it go.
And I think it says a lot. Like you said, you know, like he was kind of, you know, he turned, he made eye contact. He took that kind of, you know, again, I take it the same way as, you know, you grow, you maybe start to see where maybe you might have had some faults or some issue, you know, in what happened. But I just think it's very poetic and it was done for a reason. The line that they like truly start connecting over is when she says, you know, I'll follow you down till the sound of my voice will haunt you. You'll never get away from the sound of the woman who loves you. And mind you, again, like you said, this is 20 years after she wrote this song, and she was fucking right. You didn't escape her. You never lost her.
Right now.
You can't get away from her no matter what you do. She was fucking right, okay? She was telling truth. So,
you might as well get your checks printed with her face on them because she helped you make all that money in your bank.
yeah, so I just think it's so poetic. Because it is so true. What she wrote 20 years ago and then staring him down, putting all that power into it. Like you can see her enunciate, my voice will fall. Like she digs into those words and it's just queen behavior. I love it.
This is something I kind of wanted to say and address, which is in the hip hop community, I'm seeing the word classics thrown around.
Oh, God.
Way too often. Like albums that came out this year are classics already.
No, they're not.
That's not how classics work.
There's not a
classics cannot be even considered classics till 5 years later, and we still see influence of them, and they're still relevant. And that's the thing is, this song is as relevant as when it was written in 1977 as it is today.
Yep.
It still plays. A woman going through heartbreak or a man going through heartbreak, this plays no matter what.
Even this clip of this live performance multiple times a week shows up on my feed when I'm scrolling on Instagram. This clip from 1997.
30 years after this happened.
Yeah, like it's still, I'll just be scrolling and all of a sudden it's like best concert moment in rock history or like whatever. And it's this moment, you know what I mean? And so that's classic.
And that's
iconic.
And that's what I mean. You have to give an album time.
Yeah.
This album is 50 years old and still plays.
We're reacting to it on YouTube in 2026.
Who would have thought on YouTube? Like, this wasn't even thought of when they wrote this.
No.
Like, this is like, that's crazy.
And we're drawing direct influence to one of your favorite artists that you're converting us on to.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is amazing. And you know, the lyricism, the storytelling, you can see the direct correlation. Yeah. You can see the influence. In fact, the passion, album,
the call-outs, the pettiness, like there's so much that ties all back into it.
In fact, this album right here in the middle between me and Karina is Tortured Poet, which is number 11 from Taylor Swift. It has a letter from Stevie Nicks too.
It has a poem. An unpublished poem that Stevie wrote for the album.
For Taylor.
And it's like the opening notes when you open the album. It's the first thing you read there, and it's a poem that Stevie wrote for her that's never been published anywhere except in the Tortured Poets Department album, you know, so just really, really cool to see the connections and the ties between them.
So, the ultimate question, sir. does this make your playlist?
Oh yeah, this is going on the chill vibe playlist for sure. I have to give you guys credit for the songs that we've done today. All the songs we did today were fucking magnifico. Like these were really good songs. I do love what we did with it. I love the journey. The first few songs that we did listen to from them, and I know we listened to one of Stevie Nicks' song herself, definitely had a different vibe, but I did love those songs because of her lyricism and seeing her range of who she is and who they are. And then to get into something like this, I think it was a perfect transition because this does show like a little bit more of like the mainstream, but I do feel like those songs gave me more of an idea of who they are. So to be able to take that and bring it into this and then be able to get all of these relationship stories and everything all packed into here, like that, it's really good. But I am really loving this journey and discovering who they are individually, but also together as a band, because I feel like together they are pretty dope. Like I'm really loving them together.
Yeah.
Dude, and I'm really excited because we get to go on a journey soon of Stevie Nicks, the witchy woman, the gold dust woman. We get to go on
You're going to freaking love gold dust woman.
We get to go on Stevie Nicks, the pop star that performs with other major pop stars of the late 70s, early 80s. Yeah. We get Fleetwood, we'll go into more of their folk sound and their pop sound with Christine. Yep. And then there's some like really great songs that Lindsey writes that we'll eventually get to that are more deep cuts. Dude, it's going to be a fun journey. I'm really excited that you're enjoying it thus far. If you guys watching this are enjoying this, make sure you subscribe. Yes. Make sure you check us out on social media, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, and definitely check out our Patreon because some of these are Patreon exclusives and will only be seen over there.
Yeah, if you're like, what? They're talking about what song did they did Go Your Own? It's not on here. That's because it's on Patreon.
Yeah. What are you talking about? You guys did this song?
What do you mean you did Landslide? Yeah, it's on Patreon.
Yeah. It's over there.
The one.
So,
anyways, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. That's pretty much all the context I have. I want to make sure before I close this out that you guys don't have anything else you want to add in.
No, I'm good. I think we covered it pretty well. And if we happen to have missed anything, let us know in the comments. We do read them and go through them. So just let us know if we missed anything. So yeah,
for sure. And I am enjoying this, guys. And I am starting to feel like I'm part of the culture. Like I feel like if somebody starts talking about Fleetwood Mac, I can jump in that conversation and hold my own. Like I am really, really enjoying this though, to really get a feel of, once again, I've heard of them for a very long time, but to really get a feel of who they are in their music, it's been an amazing journey. This is literally like just musically, it is a beautiful fucking journey. I'm really excited for the rest to come, but this is like, has really, really been dope for sure.
And if I'm right about when this is coming out, we are about to start our journey into Tupac and talk about.
It may
already be in it, or we're about to start it. Yeah. But talk about like the 4 artists right now that we're kind of all going in, which is Taylor Swift, Fleetwood Mac / Stevie Nicks, Tupac, and Kendrick Lamar. Like, can we name more prolific writers, American songwriters at that point? You know what I mean? So, guys, make sure you're subscribed. You don't want to miss what's coming next. But for myself, Rick, Karina, and Robert, we want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Hey guys.